Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone. My name is Dr. Kamal Niaz. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology, Faculty of Bioscience in Kyrgyzstan University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Bahawalpur. Today our topic is one of the practical and MLT degree, prescription writing. So let's come and then prescription writing. What is prescription? Prescription is the documented order or the documented form of prescribed medicine by a registered medical practitioner, and in which you can use one or more than one medicine, and along with there will be the direction of the pharmacist or veterinary doctor, so that it can easily be prepared for the patient for their use. So as you can see, the exact definition is prescription is the written order of a registered medical practitioner uh, for one or more medicine, together with the directions to the pharmacist for their preparation and to the patient for the use, that how the patient will use, and there will be direction for the pharmacist how to prepare. So as in the definition you can see that the physician should be registered from their concerned council, and veterinary doctor should be registered from their concerned council as well, because without their registration they are not allowed to prescribe any medicine or drug. So let's come to the prescription writing importance. So there are a lot of importance of prescription writing, but we will just give you four main importance of prescription writing. So the first one is it's just prescription writing is a mean of communication between doctor and patient, and to follow. Um, After that, the second one is it's a legal documentation. Mean the prescription from a physician or from a veterinary doctor can be used for legal activities. If something happened to the patient, or unfortunately if he is going to die due to any medication, so these legal documents can be used as evidence. And the third one is it's a source of record for the patient as well as for the physician. And the fourth one is it can be used as a trial for medical therapy. So the patient will be aware that which medicine for me is better to use in such type of disease or in disorder, because some patients have like allergy from dust or allergy from smell or from perfume. So he will be aware, and this can be used as a trial in this prescription writing. Now come to the types of prescription writing. So there are two main types of prescription writing. The first one is pre-compounded prescription. So as from the meaning, it's understood that prescription for already prepared drug by a pharmaceutical company is used as a pre-compounded prescription, is in the market, in the chemist, druggist, or in veterinary shop. So the classical example of this pre-compounded prescription is capsule or tablet ciprofloxacin, which the company is going to make it in 500 milligram, and there are a lot of examples: Flagyl, Omnidol, or albendazole. Also, they all come in specific dose by pharmaceutical company. The second type is extemporeous or compounded prescription. This type of prescription is prepared the medication according to the drug or dosage directed by the physician. So the the basic component of this, the pharmacist is the main key how to prepare this drug or dosage, because the physician will direct in this type of prescription writing, he will direct to the pharmacist that you have to make such type of dose for the patient. So now come to the parts of prescription writing. So ideal prescription writing have different parts, and I hope that most of the students they have seen the prescription or prescription in their home. So in every prescription there will be the detail of doctor, his qualification, registration number of his degree, and address, clinic, and his contact number. So the first one is the first part is doctor name, degree, qualification, address, contact number. Second one is the date, which is important, and third one is patient name, age, sex, address. And for veterinary there will be instead of patient there will be breed name. So the fourth one is superscription. So superscription mainly is donated as RX, which is a Latin word and its mean recipe. So in this RX mean take though or you take please. So order to the pharmacist or dispenser for preparing the medicine, and this is just a request or order. This RX means that it's an order to the pharmacist or veterinary shop or to veterinarian or to the dispenser. So it also in sometimes it's they are saying that it's an Egyptian word and derived from Egyptian word which means eye of Horus, a symbol denoting health, or maybe a symbolic appeal by physician to the god Jupiter, god of knowledge, learning, and healing for the prescription success. So it's just in health appeal by physician to the patient. Then the fifth one is inscription. So inscription is the body of the prescription consisting of the official name and amount of basis, which is the cheap ingredient, the basic drug. Second one is adjuvant, which is the secondary active drug to help in the action of the basis, the main drug. And the third one is corrigent or corrective. So what does it mean? So this corrective or corrigent, exactly what does it do? So it's correct the undesirable quality or action of the basic drug. And the fourth one is solvent, vehicle, or excipient. So it's give a suitable form of administration. Like sometimes you can see that some of the drugs they are in the form of capsule. So what does this capsule do? So it's protect the drug, and when it reach to the appropriate place, so it's dissolved over there. So this capsule it's made of polythene, and it's work as a vehicle for the main so the sixth one is subscription. What does it contain? So subscription provide direction to the pharmacist or dispenser or veterinary doctor. So it's just a direction to the pharmacist. And the seventh one is transcription, signa or signature. So it's contain direction, specific guidelines for the to the patient, contain instruction about the amount of drugs, time, frequency of drug to be taken. So in this basically patient has special instruction that when you have to take this drug, or this drug should be upbeat or full stomach, or it should be with water, or with it should be in IV or IM. So these special instructions are given in this transcription signa or signature. And the eighth one is signature. So this signature is especially for the prescriber, the physician who prescribe all drugs for the patient. So he has to sign and he has to put his stamp over there. So now come to the example of pre-compounded prescription. So this is the classical example of pre-compounded prescription. So as you can see, the doctor detail and then the patient detail, which is Mr. X, age 6, and then RX. RX also come under superscription, but inside RX what has been written. So this ciprofloxacin and paracetamol, it's come under inscription, along with that, with the direction to the patient that you have to take it twice daily for 5 days, and one tablet taken when necessary. So these all come under signa or signature or refill, and then there will be date, ABC, and signature of the doctor. Now come to the types of prescription writing. So there are two main types of prescription writing. The first one is pre-compounded prescription. So as from the meaning, it's understood that prescription for already prepared drug by a pharmaceutical company is used as a pre-compounded prescription, is in the market, in the chemist, druggist, or in veterinary shop. So the classical example of this pre-compounded prescription is capsule or tablet ciprofloxacin, which the company is going to make it in 500 milligram, and there are a lot of examples, flagell, omnidol, or albendazole. So they all come along with stent. So after that, there are some special abbreviation which is used in the prescription writing, and these abbreviations a physician can understand, and after physician, the pharmacist understand these abbreviation, which is derived from Latin word. So few of them are is under in the table. So you can see RX, which means recipe, and in English take the. So after the second one, the next one is AC, which is anti sebum, and which means that you have to take these type when there is AC in front of a drug, that it means that you have to take this drug before food or empty stomach. And then there is PC. PC means post sebum, and which means that you have to take this after feed or food. The next one is BD. Sometimes it's abbreviated or written as BID. Mean bis in die. Mean twice a day you have to take. Then TDS, which mean third die semendus. So or sometimes it's written as TID. So thrice a day, 3 times a day. Then QDS, quarter die semendus. So you have to take QID. So you have to take it 4 times a day. Then state, which is a Latin word from which it is derived, statum, and which means you have to take these type of drug immediately, quickly. So then SOS, C opposite, if necessary. So such type of drug you have to take. Then OD mean omnidai, every day you have to take those drugs. When there is in front of any drug, a physician have written OD, so you have to take every day. So then om mean omni many, so which mean every morning you have to take. Then on omni nosti, and then which mean every night you have to take such type of drug. Then po per us mean by mouth or orally you have to take those type of drug. Then qs which mean quantum sufficient, a sufficient quantity you have to take. Then hs mean hora somni, mean when the patient is going to sleep, so you have he or she has to take those drugs. So there is a classical example. You can see this is the prescription, just as a sample. You can see the doctor detail on the corner, then there is the patient information, and then in the superscription you can see the rx, but in the rx there is drugs different written, light choline, sodium bicarbonate, water up to 100 ml, and you have to mix it and supply 200 ml. And there is special label, shake the bottle before use, 8 to 10 ml twice daily orally, for animal treatment only. So these all come under refill, transcription, signa or signature. So in the drugs which are light choline, sodium bicarbonate, water, these all come under inscription. And then there is doctor detail on the corners. So you can see these are, this is example. The second one you can also, this is from in another doctor as a sample. I just put on slide that students should see. So there is slight variation in these both samples, and you can see this rx, address, date of birth and detail, and then there is an inscription, empty inscription area. Then there is label, refill, if there is any refill, so you have to write or you have to write none. And then there is doctor signature, and he can put his stamp when the doctor prescribes anything to a patient. Thank you very much for listening.